Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Spock. Back in Elite Dangerous with another shipbuilding guide. I figured I would show you guys the Krait II I used in my video to get in the Maelstrom. I wanted to show you what I use and how I built it. So yeah, let's go over it. Um, it's not really a particular ship you want to fight in because it has no shields. I still find it very awkward that we can't use Guardian stuff inside the Maelstroms. Um, so it limits your use of stuff. You basically have to use human technology, really. So, getting any sort of shields because you have to use so much of your utility mounts is basically impossible because, as you guys can see, you need a crap ton of utility mounts to get into this, and you'll see in future videos whenever I cover another ship as well that I'm going to be taking into the Maelstrom. But for now, go over what we have here. So for hardpoints, we have the enhanced AX multi-cannons. I have 4 of them. What's nice is they take very little distro draw. They seem to really do a number on the Thargoids, at least the Glaives, the Interceptor, like the normal Cyclopses, and the Scouts. I would not recommend them for really anything else other than that. Apparently they can work on the Orthoses, I think, but I could be wrong. And of course the Flak Launcher, because those pesky little things are very annoying. For utility mounts, we have the Thargoid Pulse Neutralizer, which you're going to need in order to get into the Maelstrom. As soon as you see the waves start coming at you is when you want to use it, especially once it starts getting close, because it does drain your system distro by a lot. Then we have 2 caustic sink launchers, and what's nice about these is these will deplete the caustic off your ship if you happen to get any on it. They can be sent, and they're very handy. What's nice is FDev has reinstated the engineered on them, so you can get 2 more of them, which, in my opinion, should have been on there already to begin with, but that's good. And then we have a heatsink launcher in case we need to be very cold, or stay in silent running, or just stay off a radar if a Thargoid does spot us. Now for the core internals, of course, as it's a Thargoid, so they just do raw absolute, so you don't need any resistances. So military grade composite, heavy duty G5, deep plating. Power plant, this is really the sauce of the ship, is you want low emissions 5 with thermal spread to get your heat efficiency as low as possible. So you will stay off a radar. If you get a 20% or above, they will start shooting you. So you need to stay at a very cold temperature. And then we got thrusters, dirty drive tuning with drag drives. I do recommend something with a bit of range and a bit of a fuel tank because they will intercept you as you go through their territory and into their system. So it does drain your fuel a lot. But I have a fast boot sequence with strip down. It happens to be enough jump range, thankfully. I do recommend a beefy life support and a beefy sensors, as they do like to strip those off first. I have a 4A life support here that I have not engineered, but it's up to you whether or not you want to or not. I would probably recommend reinforced, whatever doesn't take power, the one that just gives a weight. You're not pulling more power. And then you have a 7A distro with charged enhances superconductance. And then I have a sensor with long range 5, so I can spot stuff very very far away. And then your average fuel tank. And for our optionals, it's basically a lot of haul and a lot of utility. So I have 3 or 4 5D haul reinforcement packages with heavy duty deep plating. You basically want to get very high haul, so you can take a beating, as you guys saw I did in my video. And I have a 4E cargo rack to hold some limpets, another 3D haul reinforcement with heavy duty deep plating, a Xeno limpet so I can do my stuff. I believe it has research and other stuff too. There's a whole bunch of other limpet stuff it gives you that is very handy for Thargoids. What sucks is it just doesn't give you a collector, so you will need a 1A collector if you do plan on gathering mats, which are very handy to have. And then there's another 2D hull reinforcement package with heavy duty deep plating. It's a very simplistic ship in a sense. It doesn't require too much effort, especially to engineer. You can almost do this without engineering. But that power plant is very important, so I'd recommend getting. Also, you might need the silent silent run quite a bit. Just don't boost and keep your throttle at about half so you don't create too much heat so it doesn't build up. But yeah, that is the Krait Mark II I used to go into the Maelstrom with. I will be going over other ships very soon here, and yes, please let me know down below what you think of this Krait, and what's your thoughts on invading the Maelstrom. I'm very curious. They just released the Pulse Wave Analyzer thing by accident for the CG, so I can't wait to test that out. And until then, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. See y'all.